What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are taking an updated look at the Air Jordan 11 Low Bred MJ's Playoff PE. Before we get into them, I want to remind you that this video and all the other content on my channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only. If you're new, guys, go ahead and like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and I just cannot tell you how much it helps the channel go further, faster, get you even more reviews out of something I love to do. You can also be sure to follow me on Instagram and then TikTok at kvegaskickz. Guys, I'm very thankful for all your support. So we're going to jump right in these Jordan 11s. So we got several really good 11s on deck this year. Most notably, probably that we know so far, the Gammas. I know a lot of people are hyped to see those back. Personally, this is the one thus far I was the most excited for. This is a shoe we have never gotten. MJ actually wore these in the 95-96 playoffs en route to his 4th championship. And we got something somewhat like this with the red sock liner. It just wasn't it. I mean, it was okay, but getting this actual PE form looking great. Let me show you where I got this pair from, guys. Be sure to check them out and mention Kvegas. Of course, I'll have that in the description for you. They'll get you taken care of. So let's dive right in. You do have that Jordan 11 outsole in that nice semi-translucent red. It is a nice bright red, closer to the true red that we got back in the day instead of the varsity red. I think they may be still calling this varsity red, but it is a nicer shade. You got the black on the herringbone, real carbon fiber, and of course your Jumpman underneath there. All looks good. That white Phylon midsole, super clean. Medial side of the shoe, I'm not seeing like any glue residue on this one at all. Going from your midsole to your upper, pretty clean around your toe box area as well. Don't really have anything to complain about with that. Now, fit and comfort of these shoes, they fit true to size. Men's 13 fit me perfectly, no issues, and they also come with a Dream Cell insole, which is my favorite for Jordan Retros. So they're very comfortable on foot for a Jordan 11. Really happy with that. So just go with your normal Jordan 11 size, you'll be good to go. Now, as I said previously, this is an updated look because I did review this shoe in the first initial batch that we got. I'm going to show you it side by side here shortly because they have made some improvements, both with the overall shape of the shoe and the cut of the patent leather. You do have a more streamlined look on the toe box, which looks great. The patent leather has a good feel to it. You do have that white piping, and you have a nice curve right here, as opposed to, while we have that there, I'm just gonna go ahead and bring in the first one that I reviewed, and hopefully you can see if I can get this in the camera. I'm gonna need to, there we go, let's do that just real quick. You see how the first one is more straight across, and now you have a zoomed, or you have a more of a curve on the patent leather. I hope that's showing up. Maybe I zoomed out too far, but it's definitely different on this newer batch, a more curved look to the patent leather. So that is good. Get that back where it needs to go. Of course, your upper, you got that ballistic mesh in the black with the correct rope laces. Tongue feels as it ought to, and of course you got the Jumpman Jordan on the 3rd spacing with that Jumpman in red. Back of your tongue, of course you have the quality inspired by the greatest player ever. Black hits on your sock liner and insole, and then of course the Nike branding and your size tag on the insole as well. Your nylon straps all look good, don't really have any issues there, and of course you got your white piping, like I said, all along the patent leather. Synthetic leather back here, the back of the heel area in black, and then you can see the 23 on your ankle padding along with the Jumpman. Another improvement is right here. The overall shape of this is much more tapered versus, I'm going to bring that other one back in, and I think you can see that pretty clearly. I will say this one is lower, obviously, don't really have to point that out. Both overall height and the patent leather is a little bit lower. This one's more straight across, whereas you have a little dip on this one. Both have more of what I would consider the OG cut. It's still a little bit higher, okay? And again, this is the new one. This is the first batch of the shoe, which I wasn't disappointed with this one, but then when you see them side by side, especially like if you look at them from that angle, you can see how this one, the leather back here is just tapered a little bit better, whereas this one's a little bit more flat and kind of rounded out. So they made some improvements with the overall shape. So let's get that one back out of the way. Medial side, again, just more patent leather with your white piping. Couple widow's peaks here and there. Looking really, really good, man. So excited for these. I just love it. Something I wanted for a long time. I grew up in MJ's era, so when I saw him wearing these low tops on court, man, that was it. Really wish they would have released these back in the day instead of just the IEs, you know, the mesh looking ones instead of the patent leather. But anyway, we finally got them, and they're looking good. Let's see how they look from the rear. I think everything lines up pretty well. Don't really see any issues there. Give you another shot of your Jumpman and that 23 in white. Again, you can see the nice piping, that white lining around the patent leather. Outsole looks really good on this one, as does the carbon fiber. That may be, is that slightly different than the first one? Yeah, slightly. A little bit more. All right, here's the new batch and the OG batch that I reviewed. So this one has more gloss to it. This one is slightly more matted out. Not sure which is correct, honestly, but just wanted to show you all the differences with this updated batch. Medial side looks good. Again, patent leather feels nice. Doesn't feel too stiff, but also certainly not flimsy. If you remember the DMP or the Gratitude Jordan 11s that we got last year, how thin that patent leather was, this is not like that. Let me get our light on here and we will take a look at our strobel. So you do have the gray strobel. You can see the blueprint. Get that lace out of the way. See the blueprint right there. And size tag. Inside these guys just came with some regular white tissue paper. Nothing really out of the ordinary there, but it does come with a nice Dream Cell insole. Again, my favorite. I think it's the most comfortable for Jordan Retros. It does have the correct size range on there. So all that's looking good, and really happy with this updated batch. Absolutely love this shoe. Let's set them to the side and we're going to take a look at our box. You do get the OG style Jordan 11 box for the playoffs. Now, you know, we got the black box that we're familiar with for the Jordan 11 during the regular season, and then by the time the playoffs come around and we've got the Breds, they had switched to this box. So this is correct with that swoosh on top, the Just Do It, all your branding on the bottom, and then your box label. Jordan 11 Retro Low, black, varsity red, and white. Again, they are calling it varsity red, but I think it's a little bit brighter, which is good. That true red back in the day was such a nice shade. You got the carbon fiber print paper, and then you can see an anti-mold sticker on this side of the box. Box pretty well protected in shipping. Did get a little banged up right there in the corner. Nothing, you know, to complain about, and certainly wasn't the seller's fault. They did have it double boxed via FedEx, but sometimes things happen. But the main thing is the shoes, and I think they look amazing. Just beautiful, classic pair of Jordans that you just cannot go wrong in this colorway. Finally getting this playoff exclusive. So anyway, guys, that is my unboxing review of the updated version of the Jordan 11 Low Bred or Playoff PE, whichever you want to call them. I hope that you did enjoy the video and that it was helpful for you. Let me know what you think about this updated pair in the comments. Be sure to follow me on all my other socials and be on the lookout, guys. We got a lot more of these reviews coming your way.